are my wife.
Goodbye, City Line.
Teenagers, we are there.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most uncomfortable situations to ever occur at award shows.
Should we get on with it?
Number 30, Melody Out of Harmony, the 34th American Music Awards. Other than a chair falling over, the Pussycat Dolls' performance at the 2006 AMAs almost went off without a hitch. Then, with less than a minute left, Melody Thornton stormed onto the stage. If you forgot that this group had a sixth member, you definitely remembered as Thornton started singing off-pitch over Nicole Scherzinger. The performance left many feeling confused and probably pressed a few buttons.
Come on, yo.
14 years later, Thornton explained that a lost passport caused her to miss rehearsals, landing shortly before the show. So, if you thought Thornton's grand finale looked unrehearsed, that's because it was.
It is what it is. You just hammer through.
Feeling worthless in the group, Thornton went solo a few years later and announced that she wasn't taking part in the reunion. Number 29, Elizabeth Taylor, Are You Not Entertained? The 58th Golden Globe Awards. Elizabeth Taylor is the definition of a screen legend, making her more than qualified to present the Best Picture Drama Golden Globe. Jeff Bridges gave Taylor the introduction she deserved, building her up as one of the all-time greats.
I have the privilege of introducing one of Hollywood's all-time great stars. Ladies and gentlemen, Dame Elizabeth Taylor.
Taylor received a standing ovation, and then, well, for somebody who won so many awards during her lifetime, she seemingly forgot how award shows work. Prematurely opening the envelope, Taylor needed Dick Clark to come on stage and remind her to read the nominees first.
What is this
read the
for?
nominees first.
What's this? Oh, I see.
Taylor proceeded to list off the nominees, very slowly and with her words slurred, finally announcing Gladiator as the winner.
And the winner is a flashing envelope.
Gladiator! Whether or not Taylor had been drinking, as some have speculated, one thing is for certain. Jinx Monsoon does a dead-on impression of Liz. Number 28, Emma Stone Apologizes, the 76th Golden Globe Awards. Hollywood has made great strides for diversity in recent years, with films like Crazy Rich Asians. However, that doesn't undo the mistakes that the industry was still making only a few years earlier.
So your family is, like, rich?
We're comfortable.
That is exactly what a super rich person would say.
Co-hosting the Golden Globes, Sandra Oh confronted the problematic casting of Ghost in the Shell, which enlisted Scarlett Johansson over an Asian lead, and Aloha, which starred Emma Stone as a captain who's supposed to be part Chinese and Hawaiian.
Oh, Captain Ring.
It's Ing.
Oh.
It's like ring, but without the R or the I. It's just Ing.
Stone was in attendance that night, having been nominated for The Favorite. Although the camera didn't cut to her, Stone could be heard shouting, "I'm sorry," in the distance.
It is the first studio film with an Asian American lead since Ghost in the Shell and Aloha.
The joke itself is biting, but having Stone present elevated the moment to another level of hilarious awkwardness. Number 27, Judy Finnegan's Bra, the 7th National Television Awards. Wardrobe malfunctions did not start with the Super Bowl. At Britain's 7th National Television Awards, television presenter Judy Finnegan experienced something very embarrassing at what should have been one of the best moments of her life.
And the winners are Judy Richard this morning.
Upon accepting the award for Most Popular Daytime Program with her husband, Richard Madeley, the top of Finnegan's dress popped open, and stayed open, exposing her white bra. The audience was in hysterics, and Madeley thought it was because they wanted him to do his Ali G impression.
The real one's here.
The real one's here. He'll take care of me afterwards. No, I'm not doing it.
It's not until someone runs on stage to fix Finnegan up that she appears to realize what's going on. She got an award, and the viewers got a moment they would never forget.
I think she's got a cracking figure. She's 52 years old. If I can look like Judy Finnegan at 52, I will be made up to high heaven.
Number 26. Taylor Swift doesn't win Album of the Year, the 56th Annual Grammy Awards.
This year's fabulous nominees for Album of the Year.
So far, Taylor Swift has won the Grammy for Album of the Year 4 times. But in 2014, her album Red was beaten out by French electronic duo Daft Punk's final album, Random Access Memories.
And Red, Taylor Swift.
As the winner is announced, Swift's jaw drops, and her team looks positively energized by the news. That is, until the full title is read, and, well, it's not red.
Random Access Memories, Daft Punk!
To her credit, Swift recovers quite well from the momentary confusion, clapping and giving the winners a standing ovation. We're just glad this wasn't a Zoolander moment. Number 25. Nicole Kidman seal claps, the 89th Academy Awards. There's nothing weird about clapping at an award show. However, there was something weird about how Nicole Kidman was clapping at the 2017 Oscars. The one-time Best Actress winner, nominated for Best Supporting Actress at that year's ceremony, clapped in a way that might be more appropriate for SeaWorld than the Oscars. Kidman later explained it was to protect the expensive jewelry she was wearing, which included 119 carats in diamonds. Some might feel they have to choose between looking glamorous and looking congratulatory. Kidman went for both, and we appreciate her willingness to look a little silly. Number 24. Joe Jonas cuts his hand, the 35th Annual American Music Awards. Some award show moments hurt to watch because they're so embarrassing. This one hurts to watch because it involves actual physical pain.
Here are 3 of the hottest teen idols around, and my friends, the Jonas Brothers!
When the Jonas Brothers kicked off their performance of SOS at the 2007 American Music Awards, glass panels shattered right before they walked down the stage. Joe, in the middle, took a bit of a tumble, falling on the broken glass. But he didn't let pain get in the way of performing. To reference SOS, you better believe Joe bled.
It's like I'm walking on broken glass. Better believe I bled.
According to the singer, he didn't even realize how bad he was bleeding until he got backstage. The Jonas Brothers' cool factor definitely went up in this moment, even if the tumble was a little awkward. Number 23. Cate Blanchett strokes her SAG, the 20th Screen Actors Guild Awards. When Cate Blanchett won the SAG Award for Best Actress for her performance in Blue Jasmine, she was visibly excited.
Cate Blanchett.
She even got a little feisty when fighting for as much speaking time as earlier award winner Matthew McConaughey.
I didn't recognize you. Thank you so much. I was in such a state down there.
But it was what she did and not what she said that garnered the most attention. During her speech, there's a brief moment where Blanchett rapidly strokes her award up and down while breathing loudly.
For those who voted for me, I thank you, and for those who didn't, better luck next year.
She later won the same award at the Academy Awards 2 months later, and it was another memorable speech. Thankfully, there was no stroking to be seen during that one.
I'm very lonely up here without you. This is half yours, the penis part.
Number 22. Jacqueline Bisset's acceptance speech, the 71st Golden Globe Awards. It's not uncommon for people to become emotional during award shows, but Jacqueline Bisset had an especially hard time collecting herself when she won a Golden Globe for her supporting performance in Dancing on the Edge. After a lengthy walk to the stage, the English actress struggled to find the right words before finally unleashing a meandering speech.
I think it was 47 years ago. So the Hollywood Foreign Press gave me a nomination for the promising newcomer.
It wasn't long until the music started to play her off, but that didn't stop Bisset from thanking several others and dropping a couple of curse words.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna get this together. I want to thank the people who have given me joy.
Bisset made several more rambling remarks backstage, asking somebody to clean her glasses. While undeniably awkward, we can't blame Bisset for feeling so overwhelmed, as she really wasn't expecting to win. Number 21. The Original Envelope Gate, the 39th Annie Awards. About 5 years before another envelope mix-up, Animation's Biggest Night had a similar fiasco. Presenting Best Animated Television Production Preschool, actress Brittany Snow announced the winner, The Amazing World of Gumball. Almost everyone quickly realized that something was amiss, seeing as how Gumball wasn't even a nominee.
Wait, what?
Here's the awards. And history has been made.
Wait, what?
Gumball actually won Best Animated Television Production Children, which was supposed to be announced later. Host Patton Oswalt hurried onto the stage, explaining the situation with some well-timed one-liners and embracing the awkwardness of it all.
An envelope was opened early, so before the demons begin to attack, we're going to actually have these winners come up. Yeah, we'll have these winners come up. It's okay. And they're gonna get their Annie Award.
Before having the Gumball crew come up and accept, Patton cracked a few more jokes at co-presenter Jason Marsden's expense and assured Snow it was all right. It's not like she was presenting Best Picture at the Academy Awards. Number 20. Michael Douglas's tribute goes on forever. The 61st Golden Globe Awards. Michael Douglas has had a storied career, and you definitely felt its length when he received the Cecil B. DeMille Award. Danny DeVito and Sharon Stone spent nearly 10 minutes reminiscing about Douglas's cinematic contributions, complete with drawn-out clips.
I've known Michael Douglas longer than some men's wives have been alive.
This might be acceptable at the Governor's Awards or the AFI Life Achievement Awards, but the Golden Globes are already lengthy enough, with nearly 24 other statues to hand out. Then, when Douglas's tribute finally wrapped up, it suddenly dawned on the audience that he still needed to give a speech.
Thank you so much to the Foreign Press. This is always a lovely evening. The drink doesn't hurt.
He did not keep it short. After nearly 20 minutes of squirming in their seats and checking their watches, the uncomfortable viewers breathed a sigh of relief as they cut to commercial. Number 19. Leonardo DiCaprio and Lady Gaga, the 73rd Golden Globe Awards. If Leonardo DiCaprio has a new movie out, you can most certainly count on his award show appearances. In 2016, the same year he won a Best Actor Golden Globe, plenty of attention was placed on his interaction with Lady Gaga, who won her own Golden Globe for her role on American Horror Story Hotel.
Lady Gaga, American Horror Story Hotel.
While walking up to the stage, Gaga made brief physical contact with the eventual Oscar winner. He quickly jerks his arm back and for the briefest moment shoots her a bit of a funny look. Speaking with Entertainment Tonight, DiCaprio later clarified that he was just surprised by the sudden contact. To be fair to Gaga, the Golden Globe seating arrangements do look awfully crowded.
Yeah,
That's trending, huh?
That's trending, yeah. You see how quick it happens.
I just didn't know what was passing me, that's all. I was like, oh.
Number 18. Ian Somerhalder kisses Ariana Grande, the 16th Teen Choice Awards. Lost and Vampire Diaries actor Ian Somerhalder is viewed by many as a heartthrob, but Ariana Grande might not be so smitten.
And your choice female artist is Ariana Grande.
When presenting the pop star with the Choice Female Artist Award at the 2014 Teen Choice Awards, Somerhalder gave her a kiss on the cheek, and it struck viewers as a little funny looking.
There you go, babe.
Some thought that he was going for Grande's lips, while others believed it only appeared clumsy because he was going for her left cheek, but had to switch to the right one at the last second. Awkward as it might have appeared, it only lasted for a few seconds. And Grande gave a very grateful speech upon receiving her new surfboard.
Oh my God, I'm so nervous. Thank you so much.
Number 17. Katy Perry Falls, the 7th Annual Premios MTV Latino America. Falling once is embarrassing, but it's easy enough to recover from. 2 or 3 times is a little more difficult. But 4 times? That's what happened to Katy Perry at the Latin America iteration of the VMAs. When her performance of I Kissed a Girl concluded, Perry belly flopped into a huge pink cake and started throwing it into the crowd. Then, after playfully tossing some cake on her guitarist, Perry slipped 4 times on the icing, getting up and falling down again and again, albeit grinning the whole way through. By the end, she seemed to just give up and crawl instead. All this to say that a successful award show performance is not always a piece of cake. Number 16, Lady Gaga's meat dress, the 27th MTV Video Music Awards. When a dress is displayed in a museum and even gets a Wikipedia page, that must mean it's either a revelation of fashion or a head-scratching misfire.
I never thought I'd be asking Cher to hold my meat purse. And I promised if I won this tonight, I'd announce the name of my new record. It's called Born This Way.
Where does this meat dress place? That kind of depends who you ask, but when Lady Gaga accepted Video of the Year in this raw flank steak ensemble, you could hear jaws across the globe hitting the floor. While Gaga was already famed for her elaborate fashion stunts, this was so out there that a lot of people still don't know what to think. Of course, vegans have their opinion. Gaga would explain that the dress is a statement about fighting for your rights.
If we don't stand up for what we believe in, if we don't fight for our rights, pretty soon we're going to have as much rights as the meat on our bones.
While the message is strong, it might have been overshadowed by this moment's sheer absurdity. Number 15, Donald Trump sings with Karen Walker, the 57th Primetime Emmy Awards. Capitalizing on American Idol, the 2005 Emmy telecast had some of TV's biggest stars sing popular theme songs. They kicked off Emmy Idol with Donald Trump, then best known for The Apprentice, and Megan Mullally in character as Karen Walker. The song? The Green Acres theme, with Donald trading his blue suit and red tie for farmer attire.
Fresh air. Trump Tower.
You are my wife.
Goodbye, City Line.
Watching this cringy spectacle, we all thought the same thing. 11 years from now, that man is going to be elected president, and Will and Grace will be revived shortly after. While Trump never won a competitive Emmy, he did share in this Emmy Idol win, which even Mullally regrets.
We really needed to win that, and we did. And you were a big part of that, and so I just wanted to say thank you. We really needed to win that thing. And I'm thinking, okay, wait, if he needs to win Emmy Idol that bad, what must it be like now?
Quite frankly, Kristen Bell should have won for her Fame rendition, but Trump is known for beating more qualified candidates. Number 14, Ricky Gervais mocks The Tourist, the 68th Golden Globe Awards. If you hire Ricky Gervais to host your award show, you're gonna get some pretty sharp remarks.
Welcome to the 68th Annual Golden Globe Awards, live from the Beverly Hilton Hotel in Los Angeles. It's going to be a night of partying and heavy drinking.
During his monologue at the 68th Golden Globe Awards, the comedian snarked about The Tourist, a critically panned thriller starring Johnny Depp and Angelina Jolie that somehow received 3 Golden Globe nominations.
Despicable Me, Tron, seems like everything this year was three-dimensional. Except the characters in The Tourist.
Gervais not so subtly implied it only received the nominations out of star power and voter bribery.
That the only reason The Tourist was nominated was so the Hollywood foreign press could hang out with Johnny Depp and Angelina Jolie. That is rubbish. That is not the only reason. They also accepted bribes.
His jokes were met with either muted reactions or surprised laughter. There was really no in-between. Tough room at the Golden Globes, apparently.
All that happened was some of them were taken to see Cher in concert. How the hell is that a bribe?
The Tourist went home empty-handed, but Gervais and his rabble-rousing style returned to host the Golden Globes 3 more times. Number 13, Morgan Freeman's acceptance speech, the 24th Screen Actors Guild Awards. Morgan Freeman more than earned his Life Achievement Award at the 2018 SAG Awards. However, his acceptance speech was easily among the goofiest moments of his career. And remember, this man once played a vampire on The Electric Company. Speaking of which, Freeman's old co-star Rita Moreno presented him with this award.
Lift it up. There you go. Now we can see you.
Along the way, she shared several hilarious anecdotes and told Freeman to lift up his baseball cap.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
Matters took a particularly mystifying turn when Freeman randomly called out somebody in the audience, who was later confirmed to be Lily Tomlin. As odd as this detour was, Freeman closed out his speech with some timely commentary, calling the statue
gender specific.
Number 12, Miguel meets an audience member, the 20th Billboard Music Awards. Aren't R&B singer Miguel makes the perfect music for intimate moments, but not the kind that happened at the 2013 Billboard Music Awards. While performing his hit song Adorn, Miguel leapt over the crowd onto a different part of the stage. However, it wasn't a smooth landing, as he landed crotch first into an audience member's face, also hitting her with his leg. She appears to brush off the incident all right, and Miguel keeps on singing. He perfectly demonstrates that as long as you play it cool, it doesn't have to be awkward. But hopefully he practiced his onstage acrobatics after this.
I'm really happy to bring my new friend Kiati, we just met. Unfortunately, we met under not the best circumstances.
Number 11, Madonna's wardrobe malfunction, the 35th Brit Awards. Madonna is no stranger to awkward award show moments, notoriously smooching Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera at the 2003 VMAs. She's also made plenty of headlines with her bold fashion choices. At the 2015 Brit Awards, though, Madonna learned the hard way that capes almost always backfire. When her dancers attempted to yank off the cape as planned, Madonna realized that it was tied too tight. The Queen of Pop was thus sent flying down the stairs, much to everyone's shock. Nevertheless, Madonna managed to pull herself together and complete the performance. In a way, it's fitting that she was singing Living for Love, as the song is all about lifting oneself back up. Number 10, James Franco silences Tommy Wiseau, the 75th Golden Globe Awards. Tommy Wiseau supposedly kept the room running for 2 extra weeks to qualify for Academy Award consideration. Needless to say, his cult classic received no love from the Oscars. About a decade and a half later, though, Wiseau got to attend the Golden Globes when the Disaster Artist picked up multiple nominations. After James Franco won the award for his portrayal of Wiseau, he kindly invited him to come up on stage. As Wiseau tried grabbing the microphone, Franco playfully pushed him aside. Franco probably wanted to avoid an awkward moment, but silencing Wiseau was ironically awkward in itself. Had he gotten to speak, Wiseau claims he would have encouraged people to love each other. Number 9, Ronnie Wood throws his drink at Brandon Block, the 20th Brit Awards. At the 2000 Brit Awards, actress Thora Birch and Ronnie Wood of the Rolling Stones presented the prize for Best Soundtrack Album. Before they could announce that the winner was Notting Hill, an intoxicated Brandon Block suddenly ambushed them. Although the DJ wasn't up for any awards, his friends reportedly told him that he had won Best Musician of the Year.
Brandon Block!
Bye, mate. Bye.
As Block screamed his name into the mic, security attempted to escort him off the stage. When Block came charging back, Wood threw his drink in his face and the two exchanged insults. Block was subsequently thrown out of the ceremony, leaving the bewildered audience wondering what the hell had just happened. Number 8, Michael Moore takes on the president, the 75th Academy Awards. With the Iraq War commencing just days earlier, political tensions were high going into the 2003 Oscars. Jack Nicholson reportedly suggested that the Best Actor nominees boycott the ceremony, while director Hayao Miyazaki, who won Best Animated Feature that year, refused to attend.
Thanks, but I don't need any more.
Michael Moore was in attendance, however, and when Bowling for Columbine won Best Documentary Feature, Moore gave the politically charged speech his fans might expect. Yet nothing could prepare the audience for Moore's comments on George W. Bush, describing everything about his presidency as fictitious. The mix of boos and applause only made Moore's speech more uncomfortable.
All I said was that I thought we were being lied to about this thing about weapons of mass destruction, and seeing how I made a movie about weapons of destruction, it seemed like an appropriate thing to say.
Moore didn't get to finish his speech at the Oscars, but he'd finally share the rest at the Critics' Choice Documentary Awards almost 15 years later. Number 7, Michael Jackson's Birthday Award, the 19th MTV Video Music Awards. To commemorate Michael Jackson's 44th birthday, Britney Spears presented him with a special statue at the 2002 VMAs. There was some confusion as to why Jackson was receiving this honor, however. The misunderstanding stemmed from a comment the Princess of Pop made regarding the King of Pop, calling him, quote, the artist of the millennium. So when Jackson took to the stage, he assumed he was accepting the Artist of the Millennium Award, which does not even exist.
This is really amazing. I can't believe it.
While nobody corrected Jackson during his humble speech, host Jimmy Fallon poked fun at the incident shortly after.
I'd like to accept the Artist of the Millennium Award myself. I guess they're giving him backstage.
Jack Black also parodied the moment 1 year later, accepting the Super Genius of the Universe Award. Number 6. Ending with Best Actor was a big mistake. The 93rd Academy Awards. After Anthony Hopkins won Best Actor at the BAFTAs, it appeared the late Chadwick Boseman might not be the Oscar frontrunner.
What I care about bad luck? You talking simple. I ain't had nothing but bad luck all my life, couldn't get no worse. What the hell I care about some bad luck? Hell, I eat it every day for breakfast.
At this point, the Oscar producers should have reconsidered saving Best Actor for last. They stayed the course, however, hoping to end with a heartfelt speech from Boseman's widow, Taylor Simone Ledward. Well, an absent Hopkins won.
And that's it. So that was it. That's how the show ended. And of course, Twitter exploded with how Chadwick was robbed.
Whoever you think gave the better performance, abruptly ending on this note was uncomfortable for everybody, especially Boseman's family and Hopkins, who subsequently recorded a speech.
And at 83 years of age, I did not expect to get this award. I really didn't. And very grateful to the Academy, and thank you.
It'd be one thing if the Academy acknowledged that this was a misfire. Instead, co-producer Steven Soderbergh doubled down, saying, quote, "If Boseman were to win and his widow were to speak on his behalf, there would be nowhere to go after that." Number 5. Adele Dazeem, the 86th Academy Awards. If you're a Broadway fan, you know Idina Menzel for her work in musicals like Rent and Wicked. For mainstream audiences, it was Menzel's voiceover performance as Elsa in Frozen that made her a household name. However, John Travolta still couldn't get her name right at the 2014 Academy Awards. Before Menzel performed the Oscar-winning Let It Go, Travolta introduced her as, quote, "the wickedly talented, one and only Adele Dazeem."
I said, oh, by the way, we've changed Idina's name to phonetic spelling. I went, but what do you mean? Go!
This flub was so bad, it actually inspired an Adele Dazeem name generator, allowing people to Travoltify their names. Making light of the mistake, Menzel playfully turned the tables the following year, announcing Travolta as Glom Gazingo.
Threw me a little bit.
How many times
But
a
now
day?
it's the best thing that's ever happened.
Yeah, but now, of course, yeah.
Number 4. Jennifer Lopez's Golden Globes, the 72nd Golden Globe Awards. You're bound to find plenty of cleavage at virtually any award show. The key is to not point it out, but Golden Globes is a rather suggestive name. So when Jennifer Lopez sported a revealing dress at the 2015 ceremony, Jeremy Renner could not resist connecting the dots.
And the Golden Globe goes to. You want to open it?
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
I have the nails.
Yeah, get after it. You got the globes too.
Presenting an award together, Lopez mentioned that she had the nails to open the envelope, to which Renner added that she had the globes as well. Igniting laughter and shock, the comment arguably overshadowed Billy Bob Thornton's win. During his speech, Thornton mentioned that you can get into a lot of trouble, quote, no matter what you say. It's a reminder Renner probably wishes he'd heard sooner. Number 3. Wrong Best Picture winner announced, the 89th Academy Awards. Something was clearly amiss at the 2017 Oscars when Warren Beatty hesitated to announce the Best Picture winner. If you turned off your television after Faye Dunaway declared La La Land victorious, you missed a landmark moment in live television. After a few minutes on stage, the La La Land producers announced there was a mix-up, and Moonlight had actually won. Host Jimmy Kimmel jokingly blamed Steve Harvey, but it was apparently PwC accountant Brian Cullinan who handed Beatty the wrong envelope.
The second you will give that award out, you shred the other card.
While the crews from La La Land and Moonlight both acted graciously, the fiasco rocked Hollywood like never before. What makes this moment even more surreal is that BoJack Horseman totally saw it coming.
Okay, now where's the uh-oh. Could have sworn it was right here.
Number 2, I'ma Let You Finish, the 26th MTV Video Music Awards. After Taylor Swift won the VMA for Best Female Video, Kanye West jumped on stage and snatched the microphone out of her hands, declaring that Beyoncé had one of the best videos of all time.
I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyoncé had one of the best videos of all time.
West was booed off stage while Swift cried her eyes out backstage. forcing Beyoncé to do some damage control. The moment immediately sparked countless parodies, memes, and discussions. In response to West's behavior, U.S. President Barack Obama called him a jackass, while future President Donald Trump called for a Kanye boycott. Well, there's one thing Obama and Trump could agree on. Meanwhile, West also nearly repeated himself at the 57th Annual Grammy Awards when Beck won Album of the Year. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. The Pursuit of Slappiness, the 94th Academy Awards. It was the slap heard round the world, except the censored parts.
The feed goes silent, and so does the audience after Will Smith takes a swing at Chris Rock on stage at the Oscars.
The 2022 Oscars took a turn after Chris Rock compared Jada Pinkett Smith's shaved head to G.I. Jane. Since Pickett Smith has alopecia, nobody would have blamed Will Smith if he called out Rock on social media. Instead, Smith literally took matters into his own hands, slapping Rock in front of 16 million viewers.
Things immediately turn sour as he takes to the stage, slapping Chris straight across the face.
Smith essentially confirmed that this wasn't a bit, as he cursed Rock out. It was hard to move past this display, especially since Smith later won Best Actor, describing himself as a, quote, vessel for love. Smith has released an apology, but what should have been the pinnacle of his career will now be remembered for one little fight. Which of these award show moments made you cringe? Let us know in the comments. Check out these other clips from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.